Hello and welcome back to NoMansSky, everybody. ElanPaul here with your weekend anomaly mission. Let me see here. July, I can't believe I said that. January 30th through, let me see, February 1st it would be. So January 30th through February 1st, 2026. And here we are. We're in basically the space station that's inside the, this is the inside of the space station in the system that I have my main planet at. So if I go here, obviously go to discoveries, it's the ElanPaul home system, and this is the space station here, and I love this place. I mean, the purple here is fantastic. I'm really not the greatest lover of purple, but this place is freaking awesome, and I think it would make Jason very jealous. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. You see I changed out my my rear hatch back there so I can walk straight into my ship now, and made it just a little bit different. So we're going to go ahead and pull in the Anomaly here. There it is. And let's get started with the Anomaly mission and get moving on this. So we are coming up on the weekend, guys. So 30th, 31st. I expect something either tonight or tomorrow, personally, maybe Sunday, from Sean Murray in regards to a tweet over the weekend with the emoji he loves to share with us and make us all go crazy and try to figure out what in the world's going on. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see how this all works out. Wow, now everybody says arriving, or how fast the distance is to every single one of these people. When did that happen? That's definitely new. So now every person I look at, that's my capital ship, every person I look at here is going to have a distance. Oh, that's crazy. How come I don't remember ever seeing that? Is that new? Interesting. Something's afoot. Something's afoot. Let's check real quick in here under the log. We're going to go to the community research. You can see tier 3 is just about done. Look at that. We're at 88%, and then we go on to tier 4. So maybe it might be another week. So it'll take a week for us to get there. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Or will it get rushed to conclusion, the fourth object that we have in there? So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, we're at the Nexus. Let's check out the mission. Let's see. Collect. Okay, so we're collecting minerals for Polo again. In this case, mine is going to be 1800 quicksilver and 2 times 200 tons of frigate fuel. So that's pretty cool. Really kind of like that. That's really good. I can use it. So we're going to go and grab it. It says cadmium. It will be cadmium when we get to the mission. So let's see what it really wants. So I'm going to go ahead and get going. It's initialized and back to the ship. I really need to change the name of the ship so it's more recognizable. Ship of the Void keeps throwing me off. Hopefully we don't have any hitchhikers on board because they're about to go for a drive. And they're just going to be left in space. Alright. Off to whatever system we're going to. And of course, after we're done with the mission, we can return to the home system that I started at. Or we can stay in the system that we go to. We'll show you that in just a moment. And there we go. Alrighty. So I'm guessing it's that planet that everybody's on. It'll tell me in a moment. Okay, so now it wants activated indium. Now I don't know how much it's going to want. Because it's activated indium as well, this is going to be a heavy storm planet. So keep that in mind, guys. Now it's an obsidian bead, so it's an unusual color texture to this planet. I don't know if there'll be any flora or fauna on this planet, but we'll see. I think we'll have flora. We'll have some weird plants, but the fauna might be very, very unique. Like maybe 1 or 2 possible machines. It's hard to say. I remember a time when activated indium used to be one of the most expensive items you could gather from a planet. Not create, but gather from a planet. And we'd have activated indium farms to find stuff. Wow, okay, this is awful. This is awful. We can't see a blessed thing. Storm crystals. So if you need some, good place to get them. I'm going to go ahead and get out of my seat right now. That was the wrong button. I have the button too close. I have my hotkey too close to the E. I should probably fix that, right? All right, let's go ahead and get out. Now I got... I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Okay, so there is a problem with Having such a flat ship. Let's go ahead. Stop that. Get back in the seat. Stop that. Okay. There we go. Okay. We're good. Alright, so I apparently have gotten enough of it in my own inventory. That's hilarious. So I've already got enough in my own inventory, so I don't need to gather anymore. The problem is, let me go into my inventory real quick and take a look. So it won't be on my person, okay? I know I don't keep it on my person. It will always be on the ship or in the freighter. So, oh, there it is up there. So I've got 1,820 activated indium. It probably wanted about 900 or so is what you usually have to get. So I'm going to take a quick look around. And I want to get some anyway. Pyrite's actually not a bad idea either. Salt. Pyrite. Salt. Really? Come on now. Boy, it's not kidding. It doesn't want to give me any. And welcome the storm. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these while I'm here. This character doesn't have a really big collection of storm crystals, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some. Watch out for that. The flames on a planet, you see it says extreme storm, but the closer you get to flames, you'll get a secondary spot that will pop up, indicating that you could get burned. See? See, a secondary one pops up and can actually do extra damage to you. So, and because it's a hot planet, you can go for long periods of time with your jetpack, so keep that in mind too. Wow, okay, this is a good cropping of these. Okay, so they stopped now. Alright, let me take another look around, see if I can find activated indium. There we go. Okay, finally. Good grief. We will take the ship. Alright. Let's take a ride over there. I am going to gather some anyway, even though I already have some, because I want to not deplete my entire amount that I've got. And I want to have at least another 1,000 of it, so it comes in handy. Activated indium is a very good resource to have. It'll come in handy for other things, and it's got a good ratio of turning into storm clearing again. Okay. It's got a very nice ratio turning into chromatic metal, is what I was meaning to say. Let me guess, this is a crap location. Nope, nope, it's a good one. It's a good one. Alright. Grain manipulator, smallest setting to gather the best you can get. Okay. You notice that the temperature on this planet, even though it's not in the storm right now, is still 208 degrees. So it is extremely hot, and it will eat up your hazard. And hopefully you have some heat protection, or else you will be hard pressed to stay alive here for any length of time, especially in an extreme storm like that. If that storm was going on and you exited your ship without heat protection, your hazard would drop immediately. It would almost be instantaneously dropping down to nothing. So this makes it for a very, very toxic planet. You could probably check the space station that's here, and I'm almost positive they will have heat protection at the station. Even if it's a B class or something like that, grab it anyway. If you don't have one, grab that one. Anything is better than nothing. Okay, that means I am on fire, I'm assuming? Maybe? No idea. That was weird. Yes, and a couple people asked, how do you get all those pluses at the top there? I mean, that's a lot of life you've got up there. Yeah, you get that by adding things. You can have a maximum of 10. 9 it is. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, 9 of them. That's the maximum you can have up there. And you get them by certain additions that you add to your exosuit. Health additions. Anything that has a plus 33 core health that you add to it adds another plus up there. Believe it or not. You'd think it'd be like 100%, but it isn't. It's plus 33. So yeah, I'm going to gather all this one deposit here. That should be enough to keep me going, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to be 1,000 or 900. I probably would have had to find another deposit, but we're going to go ahead and grab it anyway. Yeah, I got that maneuver down pretty quick there, guys. So, and I play on keyboard mouse. A lot of people ask if I play on a controller. No, I play on keyboard and mouse. It's PC just like everybody else. I know Jason plays on PC too, but he uses a controller on his. I'm not sure if his is Xbox style or PlayStation style. I don't recall him saying. He probably has said, I just don't recall him. Wow, this is a lot of activated indium here. That's good. We'll drop into the pit here in just a second and gather up the rest. You know what, I didn't check. I didn't check to make sure I wasn't in creative mode. Hold on a second here. Cannot change difficulty at this time. Okay. Alright, let's watch how high the temperature gets here. This wall of flame. I didn't notice it before. Maybe you guys noticed it at the beginning of the video. You know, you have the ability to rewind. I cannot. Not while I'm recording it, of course. There we go. Let's grab the rest of these amounts right here, and we should call it done. And the temperature's climbing. Let's see how high it goes. And you know, just on hazard protection alone, let's see what happens here. 400, 500 degrees. Will we hit 6? 584. Holy mackerel, that's really high, guys. Go ahead and do the math and convert that into Celsius, and you guys can just fall over now and figure out what's going on. And you see how fast it's dropping. So, and that is with, I have the other protections in here too. I have this, which adds an additional 21% heat resistance. It's still dropping like a rock. And to get the health that I'm talking about, you want to look for these. These give us, you see the core health plus 33%, plus 33. That one says plus 41 because it's in a supercharged slot, but that's the reason for that, is it gives you the extra health. And as you pick up other items like these, you see this one plus 33, there's a plus 33, plus 33. So that all total is 6 more on top of the 3 that you automatically grabbed at a different time, you know, that you get from the very, very beginning. So there you are. Anyway, I don't have everything maxed out yet. I'm working on getting new upgrades. Alright, so we should have gotten quite a bit more. Let's see, and it won't be on my person, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, we did, 823. Pretty good. There we go. So, now let's go ahead and head over to the location it wants me to drop it off at. Now, if we were to fly out of the atmosphere, there's a good chance we might get attacked by sentinels. Let me see how far away this is. I didn't want to fly into the volcano. Why am I getting heat damage in my ship? Alright, 720. Let's see what happens when we get up to the upper atmosphere, and I almost guarantee you we are going to have something attack me here. No? Alright. So what might happen is when we get here, if it's a small site, if it's a trading platform, we'll just, you know, call it a day and we'll trade it out. But if it's a person or a small location, then we might have a different location here. Let's see. Alright, this, is it approximate? It is approximate. That's where we're going. Unknown building. I can't see a blessed thing. Alright, let's go ahead, and I didn't want to land, I did it again. One of these days I'll get used to this. There we go. I've been playing a different game for a while, so unfortunately I've got everything mixed up. Alright, so it's 500 units that way. We ought to take some of the stuff out of the inventory again. Let's take like half of this. Let me see here. There we go. There, put it in my person. We're going to go exit the ship. Supposedly it's over this way. What's out there? Oh, there it is. Landing platform right there. You see what I'm seeing, right? We're going to go into the 500-degree weather and see if we can't grab some of these. because I want extra storm crystals. Storm crystals are very useful in developing or making more warp cells, but they're the hyper cells, if you will, that really give you one. They charge up your hyperdrive completely in one shot. So I'm going to gather these because this character, like I said, does not have a whole mess of them yet. Alright. And since it's 584 degrees, my backpack is supercharged and I should be able to just get up there. There we go. Look at that, huh? Yep, my backpack isn't even going down. That's fantastic. Fly around the planet. So we're going to pull the ship in and I'm going to land it like right here. If I can, if I get it on the flat area. Come on, this is a flat spot. The ship should be flat. There we go. That's good. Alright. Boink. Ah, great. Now you're going to clear the storm just as I'm going to get all the way up here. Alright, here we go. Turn it in at the trade terminal. Delivery lockbox prepared. Accessing. This must be Polo's secure lockbox. I should deposit the item and register my delivery. See, it only wanted 750, but it'll tell you to gather like 900. Delivery processing, success, we're done. Okay, and I should be able to take what's left in my exosuit and put it in my starship. There we go. Okay, we're all set there. All right, gotta clean up my inventory. It's getting a little messy in there. Alrighty, we're all set here. So now we can get out of here. Alright, I should be able to walk straight in. Very good. Our way. Alright, so this is the part where I discuss some of the things as we head back to the Anomaly of what's upcoming. So this weekend we are going to have a stream on Saturday. That'll be January 31st. We are going to get together and we're going to do a no starter ship challenge, no HUD. Now, a lot of you may have watched Jason do this on Friday the 30th when this is being recorded, and that is it's a really challenging run because you have to use things around you to keep in the right direction that you might be going in, and you have no idea what's going on with your health and your hazard protection except by whatever's on your backpack. So being in third person and pulling back from your character is actually best to do this with, and you just continue on and you got to see if you can find something without getting yourself killed. Permadeath mode the whole way. It's going to be a very interesting run. I've done a few of those and it's pretty agonizing. It really is. It's kind of tough. But let's go ahead and head up to the Anomaly now and check it out. Go ahead and finish our mission. And there we go. Oh, not you. Wasn't trying to talk to you. You're in the way. Alright. Complete the mission. We can change our exit setting from stay in the mission system back to return to home system. So I'm going to go back to home system myself. We're going to go and complete this. And we got it going. I'm going to run over here to the expedition terminal, and there should be nothing going on in here. As you can see, no expedition available. Soon, it says. And as you already know, we're not quite at 33% here. They still got that weird texture there that's causing us problems. So we still have Tier 3 and Tier 4 to get, and we are still at 88%. So the more of those missions you do from the Nexus, the more this will go up. So keep that in mind. And you know, if you need to, you can just check the thing up there or in your log, one of the two. So we're all set. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in there. I'll be happy to contact you back about that. As you know, I try to answer every single message that comes in when YouTube tells me about them, and even then I try to go back and check comments because sometimes I miss some people's comments. So, but thank you very much for your comments and questions, and please hit the like, hit the subscribe buttons, and we will see you guys next time, probably next weekend, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow as well. So everybody take care. Thank you very much. Again, hit that like, hit that sub, and we'll see you next time.